has to be possible. Okay, has to be possible. Something that I know I can achieve within a certain amount of time, and then it has to be positive. Okay, instead of saying I'll try to do this, or maybe I'll do this, or yeah, just say I will. Okay, it's something that you know you will accomplish if you put your mind to it. If you actually just sit down and jot some things down and just look at what is it that I want to accomplish in my life. Not, in my mom did her thing in her life. My dad, he's done things in his life, or whoever you look up to, mentor. But per their example, per the dichotomy that they've said, what is it that you can set that you can establish in your life, and it's actually possible. So you start with I will. So if you were like writing it down, or if you were in a journal, if you journal, you could start with the words, those two words, just I will dot dot dot. And what is it that you will do? What is it that you will accomplish? So when you actually speak positively over your life, when you speak positively over your goal, you can accomplish just that. So your goal has to be personal. The goal has to be possible, something that you know you can accomplish within an allotted amount of time. Has to be positive. Do not speak anything negative over establishing this goal. Always say I will. And then it has to be lastly specific. It has to be specific, something that you know is a specific goal in which you can reach in a short allotted amount of time. For instance, per the pandemic, a lot of monotony is going on, and people just need an out. Individuals just need to do something just to change their mindsets, change the complexion of their day, get some sunlight, things of that nature. So specifically, you could do something different. Just focus on doing something different. If you a short goal, something personal for you, something possible, something positive. Specifically, just take a walk. If you haven't been taking a walk, just take a walk, throughout the day. Or you could just, if you go to the park, go to the park, ride a bike. Just do something to break the monotony and just to stretch your mind, just to get some vitamin D, just to do something different and think about things differently and what's on CNN and what's on the news, and just, all the negative that we see throughout the country. So just for uh, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, how long you feel like you need to get out, just specifically try to do something different. And that's a goal. If you set a specific goal, like, on Monday, and you just jot it down, I'm going to do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe take a break on the weekend. It's just something different. And it's a specific goal that you're going to do something differently, per stretching your mind and just getting out the house. Because per the pandemic, mental health, is an issue. People are stressed. People are just numb. Some are depressed. And so whatever goal you can establish just to specifically do something different for your own mental health, for your own just well-being, do that. So to design your goal has to be personal, something for you, has to be possible, something you know you can accomplish and reach within a certain amount of time. Something positive, you say that I will. Then specific, something you know that you can accomplish, and it's a specific, a measurable goal that you can accomplish. And then okay, next you want to picture your goal. Next you picture your goal. So if you picture yourself reaching the goal, this is what you have to do. You actually look back, and then it's kind of like, I call it backwards planning. So it's like you see yourself accomplishing that goal, and so you picture yourself reaching your goal. So you know what you're aiming for. If you're aiming for a degree, you look for yourself walking across the stage. Close your eyes. Picture yourself walking across the stage, diploma in hand, shaking the dean's hand, and you have your diploma. Or if it's starting a business that you've always wanted to start, what does that business look like? What does it look like you getting your first dollar, putting that first dollar in a frame, putting it on your wall? What does that look like? You picture yourself accomplishing your goal. You picture yourself successful. You picture yourself just successful. I mean, you picture yourself all your dreams, your designs, and the goal in which you established, you pictured that coming, to fruition. And so it's like backwards planning. So I've accomplished my goal. So how do I go back to step A to actually accomplish that goal and to see what I saw? And Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, he has a quote. He says, "A goal without a plan is just a wish." Okay, so in goal setting, you have to plan. Okay, because we all know if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay, so a goal without a plan, it's just a wish. And so you picture yourself being successful. You picture yourself attaining your goal. You picture yourself accomplishing the goal. And once you picture yourself accomplishing that goal, after you name your goal, you picture yourself. And then next, you say, I can. Okay. You speak positively over yourself and you say, I can do this. I can do this. I've named it. It's personal. It's possible. It's positive. It's specific. I've pictured myself doing. I've seen the end from the beginning, and I can do this. It's all about using positive self-talk, and it boosts one's confidence. For instance, something that I do, I put notes. I put sticky notes all in my room, on the dresser, and things like that, on the mirror. And it's just certain things that I see in the morning, and it just motivates me. It's a constant reminder of confidence, of what I can do, or how I want my day to start. And then there are several quotes on this particular slide, and the one is never give up. Okay, you stay focused, you stay positive, and you stay strong. And even with a goal setting, you never give up on your goal. You never give up on something that you want to accomplish in life that you know is going to be feasible for you, is something that you know is going to add value to your life. And so you never give up, you stay focused, you stay positive, and you stay strong. It's easy to get distracted off of a goal that you want to accomplish, but initially you name it, and it's personal, and because it's personal, it's something that you know that you're going to accomplish, and so you don't give up on your goal. You stay focused on your goal, you stay positive, and you stay strong. And another quote on here, it says, Fred DeVito says, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So your goal should be something that challenges you. Okay, it should be something that challenges you. It should be something that stretches you to do something different, to come out of yourself, to do something that you never thought that you would do before. So it's something that you set for yourself. It's a goal that's attainable, and it's always, oh, I can't do this, or it's too much, or no one's ever done it. It's okay that no one's ever done it. What's the wrong? What's the issue? What's wrong with you being the first one to do it? If you want to be the first entrepreneur in your family, you can go for it. You can set that goal. That's a personal goal that can be possible, positive, and specific. So you go for it. And Maya Angelou said, do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, you do better. So you do the best you can. You set the best goal that you can set before yourself, and until you do better. And when you do better, when you know better, you do better. So if you know that your goal is possible, if you know it's personable, you do better. And when you do better, when you know better, you do better. Okay. So I can do this. That's the mindset that you should have. I can do this. It's a mindset. And the mindset is of a confident individual who sets out to accomplish the goal in which they have set for themselves. And that's a personal goal. Because if the goal is personable, if it's not for anyone, it's for you, and that goal can be accomplished. And I always use this quote I heard from a mentor of mine. He always says, you don't compete, you don't compare, you just continue. Okay. So your goal is your goal. You can do it, and you're not in competition with anyone. Your goal is your goal. You don't compare yourself with anyone. You're not in competition with anyone, and you don't compete with anyone. You just continue in your goal and what you want to accomplish in your life, because that's what a goal is. Not in comparison with anyone. I know sometimes in my own personal life, you can actually wish that you were further along. Oh, I should be further along in life than I am. Oh, I should have been doing this. I should have been doing that. That could very well be true. But if you still have means to plan for yourself, if you still have means to start out your day, if you get another day to get it right, another day to plan your goal, so be it. Okay, so it's not like you're in competition with anyone. The only person you're in competition with is yourself. Okay, so when you stop being in competition with yourself, when you stop comparing yourself with other people, and you just continue on your goal, you can reach any goal that you set your mind to. I know people think that's so cliche-ish, and mind is a triple thing. The waste is cliche. It's not a cliche. It's actually true. It's actually factual. And when you actually speak over yourself and your mindset is that of a positive one that says, I can, you can reach anything that you put your mind to. Okay. So you have to name it, you picture your goal, you say, I can. And then you put some stuff into action. How do I do this? Okay, you think, how do I do this? How do I go about accomplishing this goal? And this is the planning step, and this is a very important step. Okay, because if you want to plan a goal and you want to reach this goal, and this goal is personal, and if it means anything to you, you want to put some thought to it. You want to plan from the back. You want to actually look at how is it that I can plan this goal, and this goal can be reachable. Now, couple of quotes on here. Napoleon Hill says, "A goal is a dream with a deadline." Okay, so you want to give yourself a deadline. Okay, you just don't want to. Oh, I'm gonna put this on paper, and then when I get around to it, I'll accomplish it. That's not a goal. That's poor planning. That's what that is. So a goal it's a dream with a deadline. So you put a deadline with a goal. So if you want to get in shape, if you want to lose weight, if you want to just change some things about what you should be doing per the pandemic, if you want to write a book, if you want to start a blog, things of that nature, you set a deadline and you go for it. Okay. And it's not about a dream. Okay. It's about a goal. Sometimes our dreams are balloons. And what I mean by balloon is we have to pull them down. Okay. And then think about them. But a goal, you plan a goal, you set forth that goal, and then you put planning behind the goal. Okay. You think of, you cross your T's, you dot your I's. It's like you think about every dynamic, every logistic, every particular about how can I accomplish this goal. And then another slide says the key to success is to concentrate on goals, not obstacles. Okay. Obstacles are going to be there. I know in my own life, I've had obstacles I've had to overcome, but through those obstacles help me appreciate the goal that I was trying to attain, the goal that I was going for. Because the easiest thing to do is give up. That's the easiest thing to do. The easiest thing to do is give up, to throw in the towel, and just to, oh, I'm not going to accomplish this, and you just have your own pity party. But that's the easiest thing to do. But when you recognize that, obstacles, hurdles, problems, situations, issues, life is a part of goal setting, you actually be able to appreciate, what you went through, because what you went through to get to where you had to go to accomplish that particular goal. Okay. So the key to success is to concentrate on goals, not obstacles, because obstacles are going to be there. But the true test of one's nature and how persistent they are is how they overcome and how they get through obstacles. Okay. Another thing, this is what this says: if you can dream it, you can do it. Okay. That's another thing about the I can. You wake up and you say, I can do this. I can do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my mind to it, and I'm going to accomplish this goal. Okay. No one else may never have accomplished this goal, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And my name is going to be in history that I actually did something heretofore no one has ever done. Okay. And then the ultimate reason for setting a goal is you become the person to achieve the goal. Okay? If you set out to achieve a goal, it's personal. So you're going to be the person that achieves the goal. It's not rocket science. So if you actually set out to achieve the goal and it's personal, and you put every sweat, tears, midnight, late night hours, whatever it takes, when people are asleep, you're grinding on your goal, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So you always want to make sure that you have plans and you take steps forward to how can I accomplish this? And you plan your work and you work your plan. And then it's ready, set, go. Okay. You go for your goal. Okay. You go for it. You stretch yourself. You've planned your work. You've laid it out. You've done your due diligence, and it's time to put your feet to action and put it in motion, and let's go for it. Let's complete your action steps. That in which you set out to accomplish, you take the necessary measures and you go for the goal. I'll use this young man on this slide, for instance. So if he's running the 100-meter hurdle, okay, he has to jump over those hurdles. If he doesn't jump over a hurdle, if he knocks the hurdle down, he's been trained in such a way mentally that if he hits the hurdle while running, he still has to continue the race, because his goal is to finish the race. And not only is his goal to finish the race, his goal is to win the race. So when you set out to accomplish a goal, ready, set, go, you may have obstacles, as I alluded to before. You may have obstacles in your way, but those obstacles should not keep you from reaching your goal and running your race, because this is your goal. This is your personal goal. So when you look to the left, you can look to the left, you can look to the right. But even with that, you shouldn't let anyone keep you or hinder you from reaching your goal. Even an obstacle, even a hurdle, because life happens. But just because life happens does not mean that you give up on your goal and that you just desist and you do not continue to press forward or progress toward your goal. Okay, so ready, set, go. You have a red stoplight, you have a caution light, and you have a green light. So the only thing that's keeping you from reaching your goal is you. Only person who you're in competition with is the person that you see in the mirror every day, and that's you. Okay, so once you establish a goal, once you set forward that your goal is personal, it's possible, it's positive, and it's specific, it's time to go. It's just time to put fear aside and just go for it. Just do it. And after ready, set, go, you celebrate your success. Okay, it's time to celebrate your success. And once you celebrate your success, you take a moment to accomplish and remember how good it feels. I know in my own personal life, if I've set some goals for myself, and when I accomplish that goal, oh my gosh, it's the best feeling. It's a feeling of relief, but it's a feeling of accomplishment, because you say to yourself, if I accomplish that goal, I'm ready for another goal. If I establish this goal and I complete it in a certain amount of time, then surely I can actually set some more goals, and those goals will also be accomplished. So you celebrate your success, and when you reach one goal, it'll catapult you to actually fulfilling other goals that are achievable. Because when you actually start a goal, there may be some fear, there may be some uncertainty, there may be some nerve, and that's all a part of it. But when you actually set your mind to it, when you actually put plans behind setting your goal, and then you see the mere fact that your goal has come to fruition, it's a success. It could be a business, it could be it could be college, it could be something trivial like losing weight. Once you see the mere fact that you went without bread for 30 days. You went without ice cream for 30 days. You went without your favorite snack, Twizzlers, cookies, brownies, Dairy Queen, whatever it is. When you see that you went without that for 30 days and you begin to see the results, that'll actually kind of give you the encouragement and the motivation to say to yourself, I did it then. Okay, let's see if we can accomplish something else. And so it becomes a mindset, and this feeling will drive you to reach the next goal you set. And at the bottom, it's a picture of Andy Reid. Andy Reid is the head coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I love Andy Reid's story. I've followed Andy Reid for a long time, and I love his story. I love how he's a player's coach. He loves his players. And he's just a genuine guy. I don't know him personally, but just seeing him from afar and just following his coaching career, I just love his story. He's dealt with some obstacles. He had a son to commit suicide, and through that tragedy in his life, he encouraged his players. And last year, they won the Super Bowl. And so you see the clock's at zero. It's the fourth quarter, and his players it's a NFL tradition. I forgot who started this, but it's an NFL tradition that you douse the winning coach with Gatorade after the game. And so you see The players are dousing him with Gatorade. The Kansas City Chiefs have won the Super Bowl. Heretofore, it's Andy Reid's first Super Bowl. He's been, to the Super Bowl before, but came up, with a L. They lost, but this particular season, the Kansas City Chiefs, his coaching staff, they put a scheme together, had a great quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, good receivers, good defense. So they surrounded him, and they had a plan to get to the Super Bowl, not only the Super Bowl, but to win the Super Bowl, because last year they went to the AFC Championship, lost to the Patriots. And so this year they had a goal that not only would they win the AFC Championship, but they would get to the Super Bowl. And not only get to the Super Bowl, but win the Super Bowl. And that's what they did. So they set a goal. They attained their goal because some things were put in motion, and they're Super Bowl champions, okay? And then this is a video, I'll show this a little bit. This is a video that Denzel Washington shared at a graduation, and it has 21 million views, and I'm gonna play a little bit, and I'm gonna get to a certain clip where I want you to hear what he says about dreams and goals.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots. And you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. Reggie Jackson.
So I just want to reiterate, they said dreams without goals are just dreams. And so you have to put some action behind your goals and plan your goals and look to accomplish that, because that's what a goal is. The goal is something that you accomplish in life.
Struck out 20.
So if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat, and I'll actually get to them and answer them at this particular time. There's no such thing as the question. I'll just read it the way it says. The way you structure a question determines the response. Okay. So I'm looking in the chat right now to see if there are any questions. I don't see any right now. And so I'll just continue and give you my information. So again, as I alluded to earlier, this is Webinar Wednesdays, and this has been Setting Reachable Goals. I'm Roszell White, Education Advisor 1, and my information is as follows. So if you have any questions, you can call me, you can email me, and I'll be sure to get back with you. I'll actually be looking at some questions in the chat before I get off, but go for your goal, go for your goal, make a plan and just reach your goal. And if you do that, if you do your due diligence, you'll make a mark in the world and you'll be proud of yourself. Take care. See you next time.